Hi, I'm Joe Nocera, an op-ed columnist with the New York Times, and I'm here with Dan Baum, the author of a new book called Gun Guys, A Road Trip. Dan describes himself as a New Jersey liberal who now lives in Colorado, but he's always had a love of guns. Almost every day, there's a child who comes across a loaded gun and either shoots himself or herself or shoots his or her brother.
Terrible.
Why aren't those parents prosecuted?
Perhaps they should be. But let me ask you this. You have a child. Would you favor having a course in school for children, what to do if you find a gun? Would you favor that?
Yes, but
because most liberal parents I know would not favor that.
Here's something I would favor even more, though.
Okay.
Okay? I would favor a cultural shift where it was okay to say to the other parents when your kids are going over there, do you have a loaded gun in the house?
That's fine. That's fine. But you probably don't ask them, do you have a backyard swimming pool?
Here we go.
So,
Here we go.
Well, if you want to really talk about being safer, I mean, I'm not trying to make an ideological point. I'm talking about being safer. We get there, I think, by being respectful to the people who are the custodians of the guns. You don't get there by making enemies of them.
What does being respectful mean? To me, your argument is we're going to treat gun owners differently than we treat any other segment of American society, because
maybe we have to, because guns are more dangerous than
right? Because they're going to shoot us.
No,
I mean, come on.
No, because we need them. We need to raise their level of responsibility, right? Well, and maybe we do that forcing them, but we don't do that by vilifying them, by belittling them, by treating them like children.
So, Dan. Provocatively, a saying that has emerged since Newtown is the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
Right.
Do you believe that?
That's a hard one. Because much as I dislike the NRA, there is a cold logic to that. I mean, it's the reason we have armed guards in airports and supermarket and shopping malls. I mean, and we're hoping, when you see an armed guard someplace, what we are hoping is, if somebody pulls out a gun and does something bad, we're hoping there'll be a gunfight here.
But that's not really what they're talking about. They're more talking about if somebody gets up to shoot, to try and do a mass shooting in a school or in a movie theater, somebody in the movie theater will have a gun and take it out and shoot them, which seems crazy to me.
I know, it seems crazy to a lot of people, and that it seems crazy to you seems crazy to me, because I can't imagine anything worse than one guy with a gun bent on mass murder in a room full of unarmed people.
Okay.
Anything is better than that.
But here's what I think. When I play out that sequence, you know, what I see is examples in New York City. In fact, there was one not that long ago where the police, you know, shot 3 bystanders while trying to get the bad guy.
Right.
Or, you know, what's the idea that some heroic figure is going to be able to get up and do the right and actually be able to
carry
shoot
guns? Then why do cops carry guns?
Well,
disarm the police. Disarm the police.
That's an absurd extremist argument.
Why? I think somebody who wants to carry a gun should be at least as well trained as the police, should have to requalify every 6 months the way the police do. They should have at least training at least that good.
But that will never happen.
Folks like you who have this instinctive desire, I think on the part of the New York Times, the editorial page of the New York Times, and you and Gail Collins and all you people who speak with one voice on this, in choir you sing together, I think you are making us less safe, because you are deepening the divide. You have a cultural aversion to guns. You kind of want to stick it to the guns. You want to. I
find it astonishing that you say that we're deepening the divide, but the NRA and
they are
too. Are not deepening the divide.
A pox on both their houses. Absolutely. The NRA is a hideous organization. Hideous organization. And gun guys should be rejecting it. And every day I get 5 or 10 emails from people who read my book and say, thank God. I can't stand the NRA. I'm a gun guy. I can't stand the NRA. We need to speak with a different voice.
But I don't see. All right, you know, here's your job.
I'm on it.
You got to start. You got to start this.
I'm on it.